2022 is almost over from where I am currently. Depending on whatever place you're watching this from, it might have already ended, or it might still be a few hours out. I mean, judging by the fact that most of my audience is from the UK, though, it's nearly done. So I'm just gonna like talk about it, really, primarily focusing on the channel. So this year has really just been average for the channel. Not much has happened. In terms of subscriber count, we didn't grow in subscriber count, but that's kind of normal because I just don't care about those numbers. Like, if no one's gonna watch my videos, then I don't care. Because, to be quite honest, it's really just a year that... It's really just this year that has made me think about what I should really be doing about my life and where I should be going with this. And really, I have come to quite a few conclusions. For example, where a few years ago, so like back in 2019, I would have been incredibly strict on my upload schedule, I just decided this year I don't care anymore. Like, however many times I upload a day, back then determined how my mood would feel about the channel. But nowadays, I just feel, well, to be quite honest, I feel tired of it. I just feel tired of doing this when I've got so many other things to worry about, and things that could pretty much determine where I go in life. And those special things are called exams. So remember, if you're preparing for your exams, don't waste your time on it. So, and that's what I've kind of been trying to do. So, of course, I think I need to recap a few things. So this was the first year where I actually took a proper break, and I would stop taking that break in November. Well, actually, there were a few streams in between May and November, but I really started thinking about coming back in November. Then I did one stream and and that plan just fell apart. Secondly, this year I also decided to change how really I worked out on. Basically, I changed what would be on my. I changed what would be on my channel, what I would upload, what streams I'd do, and you'd probably already know, but all the old streams, especially the streams about that bloody game that I used to play constantly, you may notice that I've basically delisted and actually in many cases deleted quite a few of those videos. And the reason is, well, let's just say I just didn't like those videos. And it's perfectly normal, really, in my opinion. There's of course going to be videos that you hate, and there's going to be videos you love. And for a majority of those videos, I kinda hate them. Here I am just bouncing around trees, but of course that's just because why do I really care about it? So the main thing that I just need to explain to you is really that 2022 has not really been the best year. I mean, if you're looking at the wider world, you'd obviously see why. But if you're looking towards the interior, it's not that it's really difficult to pinpoint why many people might have felt like 2022 was bad. And I'm just gonna put it this way. It's just been stressful. And that's really about it. Stress has plagued me this whole year. And I hope to dear God it doesn't do it for a second time. But of course, life being life, you don't know what's coming at you. You don't know what's going to happen. You're going to be stressed all the time. It's just a feature of life, really. So, that basically concludes the 2022 segment. So I've decided on quite a few changes for the channel. So firstly, there'll be new content types that I might be experimenting with later in 2023. Haven't really come up with a plan for it yet, but I might actually start trying to do something better. Secondly, for 2023, you're also going to be noticing that quite a lot of what I'm going to be doing in the channel is actually going to be changing. I'm going to be, of course, I try to stay away from shorts as much as possible, because really it kind of just seems like like, as much as it helps boost videos to the algorithm, I'm really just not wanting to do that, because quite frankly, you never get to make any points in a minute. Like, it's just something that you go on and then you scroll past plenty of videos just to land on the same people over and over again. It's really not that great, in my opinion. Although my opinion's my opinion and your opinion's your opinion. I don't care personally what you think, because if you want to think what you want to think, then you can think what you think. So, another thing is, and this is going to be quite a major point, uploads on this channel are going to become quite rare. And by quite rare, I mean there may be, you may be looking at entire quarters of the year without a single upload. In fact, that's going to be a recurring theme for the channel. I'm not trying to distance myself from it, but I've got much bigger things to worry about, and unfortunately those bigger things to worry about are going to be continuously plaguing my mind until I can finally shake them off, but God knows when I'll do that. And the most important reason as to why they're going to become more rare is because I've just really not been feeling interested in making uploads anymore. You see, uploading streams is kind of pointless on YouTube. And at the same time, as much as I want to grow this channel, I just kind of don't care about it anymore. Like, it used to be something I cared about a lot. And now I look at how I'm taking this, and I just can't believe myself from back then. Really, I just felt like it was a fever dream. Really, back then I just felt like it was possible, it was doable, I could do it. But nowadays I just feel like it was all a dream that a young, aspiring 12-year-old had. And that's the problem you're gonna have to think about. Really, I shouldn't have actually been doing it, but I did it anyway. And I have fond memories of doing it, of making the streams. I even got excited whenever that number actually ever rose above 1. Nowadays, if it raises above 1, that's another viewer. Not many people are going to watch this because, well, it's just a nihilistic outtake on the year. Not really, of course, I'm over-exaggerating again, but in all seriousness, I'm not going to be uploading every day. Well, I'm not going to be uploading every month, actually. Of course, I might try to. I'll see whenever I get an opportunity, if I can. However, the chances are I probably won't, and there's a good reason for why. And that is because, well, things are changing. And really, I thought of this. I've thought of this channel for a long time, and I actually really wanted to do it back then. But nowadays, I just think of it as a side project. So, all I'm going to do now is just round off the year with some neatly placed parts of TNT and a sign that says 2022. Here's to a better year.